They say in life that there are only two things that are certain: death and taxes. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are two other things that are also certain. One is the death of manual transmissions, and the second is the slow death of cars like this with a V8 engine. That's on this episode of Cars in Detail. So I'm here with the Audi SQ8. This is the 2026 version. It is finished in this beautiful metallic Ascari blue, which actually has a slight purple tinge to it when the light hits it. Don't know if you can see that. It comes with the standard size 22-inch alloy wheels. A 23-inch is optional. I personally like these ones myself, but to each his own. And it's got the carbon fiber mirror caps. And what makes this one particularly unique is that it is what they call a Maple Leaf edition. Now, what does that get you? Well, some cool interior bits, which I'll show you shortly. And this thing is basically, for those of you who may want to know, is basically a detuned Lamborghini Urus. Yep, I said it. Lamborghini purists are just absolutely going bananas right now. Audi fanboys, of course, are going, yeah, it is. And it really is. It's a 4-liter V8 twin turbo. It's got 500 horsepower under the barn, and she really moves. So, let's take a look at the under the hood. Under the hood, we can see the V8 is fed with 2 intakes. And it's all hiding under here. It's got what they call a hot V8. So there's a turbo, or 2 of them in this case, that are hiding in the valley of the V right in here. So yeah, not much else to see. So because this is a Maple Leaf edition, I guess it's considered an Audi exclusive, where you can do all of the stuff that you want to a car and you can order specific colors and trims and stuff. So this one has the blue stitching here and here and right here and here. And she's got it all in the seats. I mean, this interior is just beautifully appointed. So here you can see the dash. And it's got these cool blue colored seat belts. It's got these cool embroidery on the seats and this blue accent. And on the floor mat, it's got the nice blue stitching there. So let's get in, let's jump in. As you would expect for an Audi, the interior is finished absolutely beautifully. It's got the great digital cluster, which you can customize and look at different things, which is really, really great. And then this one happens to come with what they call a universal traffic recorder. There's front and rear. And you can see there's the interior shot for the sunroof controls and the lights. It's got these touch sensitive LED lights. And it's generally just a really nice place to be. Now, I do like the climate controls because they are nice and easy to work. Even though they are just touch capacitive, they're very simple to operate. And there are some real physical buttons, like the all-important volume knob, which also can control your music. You can go forward or backwards with that, or mute it. And you got Nice handy big storage compartment and a wireless charging pad. So there's lots of storage cubbies over here, also on the door, over here. So no shortage of storage places to put your stuff. Now I'm sitting in the back and you can see that there is tons of legroom here, even for those of us who might be a bit taller. And the back seat is a really nice place to be. There is tons of leg and headroom. It's just a beautifully appointed vehicle, as you would expect for an SQ8. Back here, there's also a nice handy dandy little, oh, let's ignore that. We'll just pretend we didn't see that. There's a rest that flips down and a magic cup holder. Cool. Out back, you can see there is a massive trunk. I happen to know that it will fit a hockey bag in here, absolutely no problem. And it also comes with these carrier bars if you wanted to get even more storage. But for me, this trunk is just enormous. And over here, it looks like there's a height adjustment button for the, I guess it's for the trunk, but there's also these handy dandy little grocery hooks. There's a 12-volt outlet. So looks like it's pretty well equipped. Got a nice LED light there. It's a nice place. And there's the rear traffic camera, dash cam thingy. Yeah. And what is this? Oh, there's a sunshade. I don't know what you'd use that for, but sure. Pretty cool. Okay, well, the most important part of any car review, I would say, is how does it drive? And I'm here to tell you, this thing drives amazing. Yeah. When you got 500 horse under your right foot, it's kind of fun. But we're not going to break any laws. We're just going to go for a little leisurely drive. So let's go. Now, one of the things that I like about this car is that all of the controls, as with any Audi, are really intuitive and easy to understand, easy to use. So the car drives almost by itself. And everything clicks nicely, everything feels good. Again, as you would expect for an expensive vehicle like this one. But man, do I love the sound of that V8. It is something else. I mean, you don't even have to go fast for it to just sound fantastic. And the seat is multi-adjustable, height, it's got massage, it's got all the goodies that you would want in a car seat, really, and more. It's heated, it's cooled, it's got all of those kinds of things that you would want. And it's just a nice place to be. And then, of course, when you're on the road, it has the adaptive cruise control, so you can just set it and the car will just follow the car in front of you until it stops or it just keeps going or whatever, and it will come to a complete stop, even in the Toronto area traffic that we have, where it'll just come to a crawl and it'll just get going again, which is one of the best things about this car. And of course, I know what you're all probably going to say, well, Chris, that's just not even new technology anymore. And no, it's not, but it's still nice to have. So, you know, I gotta say, I enjoy it, and it works really smoothly and it works unobtrusively. Then there is the Bang & Olufsen sound system, which I gotta say is just fantastic. This thing sounds amazing. I mean, it really gives you the great highs, it gives you the great lows, and it just sounds fantastic no matter what you listen to. And again, it's kind of to be expected in a vehicle of this caliber, I would think. So, I don't know, what have any of you else heard of a sound system that's stock right in a brand new vehicle that's really good? Because I gotta say that this is probably one of the better ones that I've ever heard. Let me know down in the comments. So The other thing that you'll notice with this car is that it is incredibly, incredibly quiet. It just barely has any wind or road noise. And the car has great direct feel on the road, and it's just honestly just a joy to drive. It doesn't feel as big and heavy as you would think it actually would, but it really is a nice, direct, easy to drive feeling vehicle. Oh, look at the construction. The brakes too are just really nice and direct and give you great feel and feedback. And it's really easy to modulate the brakes on this car. It is just a joy to drive, honestly. This thing just feels fantastic. Now, I know what you're thinking. All right, Chris, that all sounds great. Looks like a nice vehicle, but how much? Well, I believe the base price is around 120 something thousand Canadian dollars, so don't everybody freak out. But it can get optioned up really quickly when you add on a bunch of stuff like the Maple Leaf Edition, which I believe has been discontinued for next year. So if there is a dealer that's got one, then I'm sure they can tell you exactly, or you can look it up. But in any case, it can get pricey pretty quick, but is the value there? And I would say, yeah, because remember that underneath the skin, this thing is literally a detuned Lambo. So is it an expensive Audi or a bargain Lambo? You tell me. I think that it's really just a fantastic vehicle, regardless of what you want to say about anything else. But this thing works great. I guess if I had this kind of dough to buy a car like this, although I suppose most people who buy these cars are leasing them, but if I had the money, would I get one? Yeah, you're damn right I would. This thing is awesome. I think, honestly, when it comes right down to it, the thing that I love the most about this car is that it's not just the next mommy mobile SUV. This thing has big, hairy cojones that drag on the floor. Let's face it. It's just sounds good, it looks good, and it drives good. What more do you need? It's like a supermodel of the SUV world in a sense. I mean, is it like a... Well, I don't know. You tell me. I literally just noticed that it has this feature. Soft touch closed doors. Like, come on! Okay, so what are my final thoughts on the Audi SQ8? If given an unlimited budget to have an everyday daily driver, something that is fun to drive, but yet luxurious, would I buy one? Yeah, of course I would. This thing is awesome. Now, could I see myself in something a little more practical, like a 7-seater? Yeah, maybe then I'd get an SQ7. But for those of you who just need 5 seats, this could be your ticket. So thanks very much for joining me here today on Cars in Detail on this review of the Audi SQ8 Maple Leaf Edition. We'll see you next time.